Consider funding my channel for as little as $1 per month. Link is in the description. Attention, East Coast Shinkansen passengers. The next train to arrive on track 3 will be a Manhattan Limited Northbound Express service, train number 578 to Fulton Center, New York City subway station, making stops at Virginia Beach, Ocracoke Lighthouse, Trainz Rides, Fenwick Island, Cape May Lighthouse, Atlantic City, New Jersey Transit Station, Bay Head, New Jersey Transit Station, Long Branch, New Jersey Transit Station, Barnegat Lighthouse, Sandy Hook Lighthouse, and Fulton Center, New York City subway station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 3 is a Manhattan Limited Northbound Express service, train number 578 to Fulton Center, New York City subway station, making stops at Virginia Beach, Ocracoke Lighthouse, Trainz Rides, Fenwick Island, Cape May Lighthouse, Atlantic City, New Jersey Transit Station, Bay Head, New Jersey Transit Station, Long Branch, New Jersey Transit Station, Barnegat, Sandy Hook Lighthouse, and Fulton Center, New York City subway station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Please stand clear of the closing doors on track 3. Now arriving on track 5 is the Florida Limited Southbound Express service, train number 449 to Pensacola, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, and Pensacola. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 8 is a Philadelphia Limited Southbound local service number 166 to Miami Amtrak Station, making stops at Cape Lookout National Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Hilton Head, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine, Daytona Beach, Jupiter, West Palm Beach Amtrak Station, Delray Beach Amtrak Station, Hillsboro Inlet, Fort Lauderdale Beach, and Miami Amtrak Station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Please stand clear of the closing doors on track 5. Please stand clear of the closing doors on track 8. Newport News and Jacksonville and Washington, D.C. Union Station. Now arriving on track 5 is a government special limited Southbound Express service, train number 8657 to Cape Canaveral Air Force Base, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, Daytona Beach, Cape Canaveral Lighthouse, and Cape Canaveral Air Force Base. Please note that military personnel ID is required to enter the Air Force Base. Also, please note, for passengers bound for the Cape Canaveral Lighthouse, a visitor's badge is required to enter this station. Otherwise, all passengers must disembark by the time they reach Daytona Beach. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. Please stand clear of the closing doors on tracks 3 and 5. Attention, East Coast Shinkansen passengers. Now boarding on track 2 is a New York local, northbound local service, train number 357 to Fulton Center, New York City subway station, with stops at Hatteras National Seashore, Nags Head, Currituck Beach, Virginia Beach, Newport News Amtrak Station, Washington, D.C. Union Station, BWI Airport Station, Baltimore Penn Station, Bloomington Amtrak Station, 30th Street, Philadelphia, Trenton Transit Center, Newark International Airport, and Fulton Center, New York City subway station. Passengers bound for the Daytona Island Lighthouse must transfer to the monorail at Nags Head. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 5 is a St. Petersburg Limited Southbound Express service, train number 666 to St. Petersburg, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. Please stand back in the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 7 is a St. Petersburg Limited Southbound local service, train number 667 St. Petersburg, making stops at Cape Lookout National Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Lake City, Gainesville, Ocala, Spring Hill, and St. Petersburg. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Please stand clear of the closing doors on track 5. Please stand clear of the closing doors on track 7. Attention, East Coast Shinkansen passengers. Now boarding on track 5 is a government special, limited, southbound express service, train number 8666 to Cape Canaveral Air Force Base, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, Daytona Beach, Cape Canaveral Lighthouse, and Cape Canaveral Air Force Base. Please note, U.S. military official ID is required to enter the Air Force Base Station. Visitors' ID is required to enter the Cape Canaveral Lighthouse. All other passengers must disembark by the time they reach the Daytona Beach station. This train is now boarding on track number 5. Please stand clear of the closing doors on track 5. Attention, East Coast Shinkansen passengers. Now boarding on track 3 is a northbound, limited, express service train number 369 to Fulton Center, New York City subway station, stopping at Newport News, Washington, Baltimore, Wilmington, Philadelphia, and Fulton Center, New York City subway station. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 5 is a Pensacola-bound, limited, southbound express service, train number 6 63 to Pensacola, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, and Pensacola. Please stand back in the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 7 is a Pensacola-bound limited southbound local train number 667 to Pensacola, making stops at Cape Lookout National Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Panama Beach, and Pensacola. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Attention, East Coast Shinkansen passengers. The next train to depart from track 4 is a northbound Maximum Amenity Express, train number 865 to Washington, making stops at Virginia Beach, Newport News, and Washington. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 6 is a southbound Florida Limited Express service number 267 to Key West, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, Daytona Beach, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Miami Beach, Theater of the Sea, and Key West. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 8 is a Mexico City Limited southbound Maximum Amenity Express, train number 886 to Mexico City via South Padre Island, making stops at Cape Lookout, Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Panama Beach, Pensacola, Mobile, Pascagoula, Gulf Coast, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Port Arthur, Galveston, Lake Jackson, Port Congo, Port Orlando, Island, Border Security Checkpoint, El Mezquital, La Yegua, La Pesca, Tampico, Alamo, Hualchinango, Tunancingo, and Estación Tasqueña, Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City Station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Please note that your passport and ID is required when crossing the border. 6 is an East Coast Florida Limited. Southbound Express Service train number 2, 26th Street, Key West, International Airport. Making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, Daytona Beach, Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Miami Beach, Theater of the Sea, and Key West International Airport. Please stand up for the line. Please all board. Now arriving on track 7 is a Florida Limited southbound local service, train number 487 to St. Petersburg, making stops at Cape Lookout National Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Lake City, Gainesville, Ocala, Spring Hill, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. The next train to depart from track 6 is an East Texas Bullet, southbound express service number 987 to San Antonio, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Pensacola, Mobile, Pascagoula, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Beaumont, Houston, and San Antonio. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. Attention, East Coast Shinkansen passengers. The next train to depart from track 4 is a northbound Maximum Amenity Express, train number 865 to Washington, making stops at Virginia Beach. Newport News and Washington. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. The next train to depart from track 5 is a Florida Limited Southbound Express Service, train number 666 to Pensacola, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, and Pensacola. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 7 is a Florida Limited Southbound Local Service, train number 487 to St. Petersburg, making stops at Cape Lookout National Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Lake City, Gainesville, Ocala, Spring Hill, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 6 is a Florida Limited Southbound Express Service, train number 667 to Pensacola, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, and Pensacola. Please stand back from the line and please watch the gap on board the train. Now boarding track 2, Florida Limited, northbound local service, train number 126 to Washington, making stops at Hatteras National Seashore, Nags Head, Currituck Beach, Virginia Beach, Newport News, and Washington. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. City Limited, Southbound Maximum Immunity Express, train number 886 to Mexico City via South Padre Island, making stops at Hilton Head, Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Panama Beach, Pensacola, Mobile, Pascagoula, Gulfport, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Port Arthur, Galveston, Lake Jackson, Port O'Connor, Port Aransas, South Padre Island. Border security checkpoint: El Mezquital, La Yegua, La Pesca, Tampico, Alamo, Hualchinango, Tulancingo, and Estación Tasqueña, Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City Station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Please note that your passport and ID is required when crossing the border. Now arriving on track 3 is a Florida Limited northbound express service, train number 449 to Fulton Center, New York City subway station, making stops at Newport News, Washington, Philadelphia, and Fulton Center, New York City subway station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Southbound Express Service. Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine, Daytona Beach, Orlando, Northbound Express Service, train number 886 to Washington, making stops at Virginia Beach, Newport News, and Washington. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch your gap while boarding the train. Now arriving on track 7 is a Florida Limited southbound local service, train number 487 to St. Petersburg, making stops at Cape Lookout National Seashore, Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, Lake City, Gainesville, Ocala, Spring Hill, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. The next train to depart from track 5 is a Florida Limited southbound express service, train number 666 to Pensacola, making stops at Oak Island, Charleston Amtrak Station, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville Amtrak Station, Tallahassee, and Pensacola. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train.